Okay, so in this lesson, this is where we start looking at determining whether a solution is a solution to an inequality. So you're given this inequality right here, and you're asked to determine whether each of those values of x is a solution to this inequality. So remember, just like with an equation, a value of x is a solution to the equation if it makes the left-hand side and the right-hand side true. So in other words, in this case, it's less than or equal to, let's put it this way, if it makes this inequality statement a true statement, okay? So, so the direction says for each value of the variable, determine whether each value is a solution to the inequality. Now, the way you're going to do this is, so here's the inequality right here. So you want to see if 9 is a solution to this inequality. So to determine that, wherever you see the variable x, you're going to substitute 9. So let's just, so we're looking at 9. So x equal 9. So wherever you see the variable x, I'm going to substitute 9. So I get 7 times 9 plus 1, and I want to see if that's going to be less than or equal to 20. All right, so let's look at that left-hand side. 7 times 9 is 63, and 63 plus 1 is 64. So is 64 less than or equal to 20? The answer is no. So this is not a solution. So 9 is not a solution. Let's check -1. So x equal -1. So in place of x, I'm going to substitute -1. So I get 7 times -1 plus 1, and I want to see if that's going to be less than or equal to 20. Okay? So wherever you see the variable x, you substitute -1. Well, 7 times -1 is a -7. -7 plus 1 is a -6. So is -6 less than or equal to 20? And the answer is yes. So that means that -1 is a solution to this inequality. Let's do 0. So let's just check x equals 0 now. So in place, you go back to the original inequality. So in place of x, you substitute 0. So I get 7 times 0 plus 1, and I want to see if that's going to be less than or equal to 20. Well, 7 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. And is 1 less than or equal to 20? The answer is yes, right? So that's also a solution. Let's check -2. All right, -2. So x equal -2. So in place of x, you're going to substitute -2. So you get 7 times -2 plus 1. And I want to see if that's equal to less, I'm sorry. I want to see if this side's going to be less than or equal to 20. Well, 7 times 2 is a -14. -14 plus 1 is a -13, right? And is -13 less than or equal to 20? And the answer is yes. So that's also a solution. Let's check 6. So let's go to 6. X equals 6. So where we see the variable x, I'm going to substitute 6 this time. So 7 times 6 plus 1, and I want to see if that's going to be less than or equal to 20. Well, 7 times 6 is 42. 42 plus 1 is 43. Is 43 less than or equal to 20? And the answer is no. So that's not a solution. So that's all you do. So if you're going to determine whether a value of the variable is a solution to the inequality, you're just going to substitute the value of the variable in the inequality and see if you get a true statement. That's all it is. All right, so that's number one. Let's do one more. So it's not difficult. It's a fairly simple process. Let's do another one. All right, let's look at number 2. So this time you have the inequality -5y plus 6 is greater than -14. So that's a -14. And so you want to see if 3 is a solution to this inequality symbol. So to determine if 3 is a solution, you're going to substitute in place of y, you're going to substitute 3, and you're going to see whether this inequality is a true statement or not. So let's just check x equal 3 first. So here's x equal 3. So, I'm sorry, y equal 3, excuse me. Y equal 3. So in place of y, you're going to substitute 3. So I get -5 times 3 plus 6, and I want to see if that's going to be greater than -14. -5 plus 3 is a -15, and -15 plus 6 is a -9. So is -9 greater than -14? And the answer is yes. So that's a solution. So 3 is a solution. All right, let's do 0. So y equal 0. So I get -5 times 0 plus 6 is greater than -14. Well, negative 5 times 0 is 0, and 0 plus 6 is 6. So is 6 greater than negative 14? And the answer is yes. So that's also a solution. Let's check 5. Let me go put that here. So x, I keep saying x, but I meant y. Y equals 5. So where we see the variable y, substitute 5. So get negative 5 times 5 plus 6 is greater than negative 14. Well, negative 5 times 5 is negative 25, right? And then negative 25 plus 6 is a negative 19. So is negative 19 greater than a negative 14? And the answer is no. Okay, because remember on the number line, so here's negative 14, here's negative 19, right? So negative 19 is not greater than negative 14. Negative 19 is less than negative 14. So the answer is no there. All right, let's check y equal negative 2. So in place of y, we're going to substitute negative 2 this time. So I have negative 5 times negative 2 plus 6. And I want to see if that's going to be greater than negative 14. Well, negative 5 times negative 2 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. And 16 is greater than negative 14. So that's a solution. Let's check negative 5. So y equal negative 5. So I get negative 5 times negative 5 plus 6. And I want to see if that's greater than negative 14. Well, negative 5 times negative 5 is 25. And 25 plus 6 is 31. And 31 is, in fact, greater than negative 14. All right. So of the list that I had here, the only one that was not a solution was y equal 5. All right. So that's number 2. All right, let's check this one. So we have 4 values of x. I want to check and see if whether or not each one is a solution to this inequality. So let's check the first one. So remember, in order for negative 3 to be a solution, this inequality has to be a true statement when I substitute negative 3 in for x. So x equal negative 3. So I have 5 times negative 3. So where we see the variable x, I substitute negative 3 plus 1. And I want to see if that's going to equal 20. If that's going to be greater than 21. Well, 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. Negative 15 plus 1 is a negative 14. Is a negative 14 greater than 21? The answer is no. So that's not a solution. Let's check 4. X equal 4. So where we see the variable x, you can substitute 4. So you get 5 times 4 plus 1. And I want to see if that's going to be greater than 21. Well, 5 times 4 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. Now be careful. Is 21 greater than 21? The answer is no. 21 is equal to 21, right? It's not greater than 21. So that's not a solution. So you have to be careful there. 21 is not greater than 21. All right, let's check x equal negative 1. 5 times negative 1 plus 1. And we'll see if that's going to be greater than 21. 5 times negative 1 is a negative 5. Negative 5 plus 1 is a negative 4. Is a negative 4 greater than 21? The answer is no. I was about to put yes. The answer is no, right? A negative number is not greater than a positive number. So the answer is no. Let's check 10. X equal 10. So 5 times 10 plus 1, and I want to see if that's going to be greater than 21. That's a little question mark right here. Well, 5 times 10 is 50. 50 plus 1 is 51. Is 51 greater than 21? And the answer is yes. So that is a solution. All right. So the only solution in this list here was 10. Now be careful with this one. A lot of students would have not thought of this, but remember 21 is not greater than 21. So that's why we put a no there. 21 equals 21. All right, so that's number 3. Okay, so let's do one more. So let's look at this one. So, so you're given the values of y, and you want to see which one of these is or is not a solution. So remember, a value, that should be y right here. A value of y, that should be y. Let me write this over. 37 is less than 9y plus 1. So a value of y would be a solution if this inequality is a true statement. All right, so in place of y, I'm going to substitute 2. So let's try that one first. Y equal 2. So I get 37. I want to see if that's going to be less than 9 times 2 plus 1. Well, 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. So is 37 less than 19? The answer is no. So 2 is not a solution. Let's check negative 2. Y equal negative 2. So 37, is that less than or equal to 9 times negative 2 plus 1? Well, 9 times negative 2 is a negative 18. Negative 18 plus 1 is a negative 17. So is 37 less than a negative 17? The answer is no also, right? The answer is no. A positive number is always greater than a negative number. Okay, number 4, y equal 4. Okay, y equal 4. We have is 37 less than 9 times 4 plus 1. 9 times 4 is 36. I'm sorry, that was all equal sign right here. Let me go back and put all that equal sign. All right, but the answer is still the same in each one. So is 37 less than or equal to 36 plus 1? So is 37 less than or equal to 37? 36 plus 1 is 37. So is 37 less than or equal to 37? The answer is yes, because that equal sign, 37 is equal. So that's a solution. Okay, so the answer is yes there. Okay, and so remember, even though I went right it just now and put equal signs here, those are still correct. 37 is not less than or equal to 19. 37 is not less than or equal to negative 17. But 37 is less than or equal, see that equal sign, to itself. Okay? All right, 6, one more, y equals 6. So we have 37. I want to see if that's going to be less than or equal to 9 times 6 plus 1. So 9 times 6 is 54. 54 plus 1 is 55. So is 37 less than or equal to 55? Yes or no? The answer is yes. So that's also a solution. All right. So these two are not solutions. These two are solutions. Okay. All right. So that is how you're going to determine if a solution if a value of a variable is a solution to an inequality. All you do is just substituting and just checking to see if the inequality is a true statement. All right, if it's a true statement, it's a solution. If it's not a solution. All right, so that's the end of this lesson.